Okay, so before we get to the wishing, I just want to vent a little bit because for the Fontaine update has been of great mental anguish to me. You see, I was starting to run out of room on my laptop and I wasn't sure if I would be able to download the Fontaine update as a result. And as it turns out, my fears were not in vain. I did not have enough room. So then I had the ingenious idea to uninstall the entire game and install it from scratch again. Surely 100 gigabytes is going to be enough to download Fontaine, right? Turns out still it wasn't enough. So then, with me being completely left out of options, I was forced to buy myself a tabletop computer. I had to spend 10 days not being able to play the game because I just did not have the room to accommodate for it. And once the computer came, everything was back to normal. I was able to wish for Fremine, which I guess I can show you how these wishes went right here. I used a little exploit to break into this area just for this occasion. And there you go. That is how I acquired the Ice Boy, and he is now friendship level 10. Now, you'd think this is where everything stabilizes and everything is fine, but oh no, this is where the story begins. For you see, once the 4.1 update came out, on the Thursday I tried wishing for Neuvillette, and then I played through both of the Archon quests. I ended up not having enough time to record the voice, so I chose to do it the next day. Little did I know what was waiting for me the next day. So it is Thursday, the second day of the 4.1 update. I was doing the Neuvillette story quest, and in the middle of the quest, the game froze. I restarted the computer, and then it froze again on the loading screen. I restart a second time, and it still freezes on the loading screen. And then on the third restart, nothing worked anymore. The screen did not connect, the USB devices did not connect, the computer was 100% fucking dead. At least I had warranty, so I sent it to repairs immediately the day after. I later on learned that the processor was apparently dead, so that had to be replaced. But I didn't learn that for the next 28 days. And the worst part is, this couldn't have come at a worse time. Because there was the Genshin anniversary going on where you get free wishes, and I thought I would not be able to get them because I had no computer. And you know what's even better? That previous laptop I had was also dead. You see, that laptop had a problem where if I put it to sleep for the night and then open it up in the morning, it would sometimes blue screen a couple of times. So I was forced to have the computer open all the time. Turns out that was a bad sign because after a few weeks of being turned off, it completely stopped working. The motherboard was completely fried and it was unsalvageable. Luckily we did have a second backup computer. Unfortunately though, it was a Windows 7 from 2009. In case you're wondering, these are the specs that this computer had. Against all odds, it did have enough room to install Genshin Impact though. So I tried it, just to see if it would even run. And against my expectations, the game ran. Even though it took like a solid 4 minutes and 40 seconds to load into the game after you click the door. Yes, I counted. I am honestly amazed. This is what the gameplay looked like, by the way. This is me trying to defeat the Fontaine bounty enemy. I ended up switching all of my things, including commissions, to Mondstadt just so I could play the game, because Mondstadt ran much better than Fontaine. But because it did run, I was able to get the anniversary rewards. And I did also do the other events as well. The water swimming one was awful because it did not run. I blue screened twice on that. And also against all odds, I was able to 36-star Spiral Abyss on this toaster. Apparently the Spiral Abyss domain is so light on the CPU that it actually is able to run at a normal rate there. So yeah, for like the next 22 days I had to play Genshin Impact on a fucking potato. And the worst part was, I had no idea how far the progress was on the computer repairs. I kept on calling them like once every week and they said they have no news whatsoever. They told me they'd send an email, they never sent the email. I sent them an email, they never replied to my email. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, bang, the computer was finished and I could go after it. 28 days after I sent it to repairs. I can only pray that that's the last of it and that things will return back to normal again. So, yeah, that's been my experience so far, and the reason why Neuvillette switching has been so late. Speaking of which, I guess I'm done with my rant, so let's go ahead and wish for Neuvillette now, shall we? I specifically went to Palais Mermonia just to do this. And there he is, in his full glory. Oh, and because navigating underwater was practically impossible on a toaster computer, my Neuvillette ended up being only level 70 for the entire time that I used him, because I was physically unable to get the Lumitoil to level him up. Oh, and before we end this video, I also have quite a few standard wishes, so let's see if we get something. Oh, another Amos bow. I'm not sure yet if I want to use it as refinement or if I want to level it up. I guess we'll see in the future. Anyway, that's all I have for you today, so I'll see you very soon because I'm getting Farina. I sincerely hope your Fontaine update is going better than mine.